Breaking news just coming in. Congress leader DK Shivakumar has now taken a jibe at the Bharatiya Janata Party over its fight against COVID crisis. Shivakumar has gone ahead and called the Karnataka BJP government Kalyugada Kauravas. Shivakumar has said that BJP has said that they need 21 days to win the war against coronavirus, just like the Mahabharata war that took 18 days. It has been 121 days now. This is a government of Kalyugada Kauravas with no vision and only corruption. That is attack that is coming in at the moment from DK Shivakumar. Aishwarya Mahadevan of the Congress is now joining us. Aishwarya, a strong charge coming in from your leader DK Shivakumar at the BS Yediyurappa government, and of course we've seen that the Karnataka COVID crisis is only worsening by the day, and quite a few allegations also coming in from the Congress party on the inflated prices at which PPE kits were procured, or ventilators were procured for that matter. I'm going to throw straight across to you for a reaction on this.
You know, I don't believe it is wrong to call them Kalyugada Kauravas, because when they forget their dharma to the people of this state, whether they've clutched on to power legally or illegally, everybody saw that drama play out with Operation Kamala that happened a few months ago. But if you look at a situation where they have forgotten their dharma to the people of this state and are indulging in whataboutery, in corruption, and in basically infighting for who is the leader amongst all of them, I don't think it's wrong for my leader, DK Shivakumar, to liken them to Kalyugada Kauravas at all. You know, because the situation in Karnataka, let me throw some light onto unlock happened. We had only 5,000.
Hold on your thought for just about a second, Aishwarya Mahadeva. I want to listen to the real situation in Karnataka from your perspective as well. You're throwing up some facts, but we also have Malvika Avinash of the Bharatiya Janata Party also. Let's bring her in to this conversation. Malvika, your first up reaction. DK Shivakumar has called the Bharatiya Janata Party government Kalyugada Kauravas. How do you respond to it? And then I'm going to go back to Aishwarya for more.
I think it's like the devil reciting the scriptures for Mr. D.K. Shivakumar, who has been under the ED scanner and continues to be embroiled in an ED case and in several matters of corruption and tax evasion.
No, you know what, Malvika, this is whataboutery. This is whataboutery. Straight up answer to the question. He's called you what he has called you. He has called you Kalyugada Kauravas. This is because of the COVID-19 situation. Let's talk on that.
No, if he has called us Kaurava, then it is my duty to respond to it. What whataboutery here? Here is a man who himself is embroiled in corruption and is trying to throw stones at the BJP. The Chief Minister will come forth and, clear the air on all the baseless allegations that he and his colleague, Mr. Siddaramaiah, have made this morning. And that should clear the air. Just because he throws some word at us, I'm not going to throw it back at him.
Yes, hold on. Aishwarya, Malvika says that this is an absolutely baseless allegations. You were throwing some light on some facts. You said I'm going to show you some facts of the situation as it stands in Karnataka when it comes to COVID. What is it?
You know, before that, I think that the BJP, whenever they don't have any responsive facts or anything grounded in reality, they take personal jibes. And today, the ED and the misuse of the CBI is well known to all. But let me give you facts. On June 8th, when the unlock happened, we had 5,700 cases. As of yesterday, we had basically 75,800 cases, which is a 1,217% jump. You're seeing newborn babies being born in autos and dying because there are no hospitals. You're seeing a doctor himself in Karnataka today who roamed around for treatment in 12 hospitals, was denied treatment and has died, and he was treating people for COVID. You see massive misappropriation, which is coming from the Public Accounts Committee, asking for numbers from the administration of this government. At the end of it, the BJP comes out and say, no, we will give you an account of all the money that is spent, and they've been saying this from June. And what have they done? The situation is worsening. The infrastructure in the state is crumbling. You're seeing doctors on protest, doctors falling prey to the pandemic. You're seeing ASHA workers and sanitation workers dying. Tell me, where on earth is there dharma being done by the BJP right now for the citizens of this state? Absolutely nothing. They will come out and say, oh, he has called him, whatever, he was in jail. Does not matter. The fact is we are highlighting a real-time issue of the people of the state, and
Yes.
it is the mandate of the government to come out and answer. Do not answer the opposition. Answer
Absolutely,
the people.
absolutely. Answer the people. Malvika Avinash, respond to whatever Aishwarya Mahadev has said. She has painted the reality of where things stand in Karnataka, and we've seen the number of cases riding. We've seen the infrastructure crumbling down as well. How do you respond? What is your government up to at the moment, Malvika? All right, Malvika's left this conversation, but Aishwarya, you saw it right there. No answers coming in from the BJP government. There is a serious dearth of accountability. But you know, we have to even wait for the press conference that is going to take place of B.S. Yediyurappa to see how they address these issues as well, Aishwarya.
You know, that's what the BJP does. They make baseless accusations, and then when we basically ask them questions that are pertinent, they either hang up or they walk away, or as what Mr. Ashwath Narayan did, hand over charge to an IS officer to answer the tough questions. They were the people that scrambled for power. They were the people that tried to topple a legitimately elected government, and when they came to power, what did they do? If you look at the chronology of events, you realize what a sad state of affairs. From the Karnataka model way back during lockdown, where we were applauded, to the flawed Karnataka model that we're seeing now, where, you know, this is what not to do that people are thinking of in Karnataka. I think it's a darn shame, especially in a state which has so many private medical colleges and institutions. The CM seems to be helpless because he's too busy trying to keep his ministers in check because they're all fighting amongst themselves. Everybody wants a piece of the pie, and when the opposition comes out and asks you legitimate questions, this is happening at the center, it is happening in the state. These legitimate questions are brushed aside with these ad hominem arguments about, oh, DK Shivakumar went to jail. Where are the facts? You should ask the BJP time and time again.
Yes.
Or what they do is they will confuse you if they cannot convince you or even give you a reasonable answer. And this is what has happened to us. From June, if I may tell you, when my chief of the Public Accounts Committee, Mr. H.K. Patil, asked for numbers. They are hoodwinking and trying to hoodwink the people of this state. The administration is pathetic. And let me point out one more thing. Bangalore seems to be the only place they seem to be focusing on. Leaders are talking about the pathetic situation across the state, and nobody seems to be bothered. You know, in Kalburgi, you saw 1,000 pigs in a hospital where a COVID facility was there.
Yes.
In Hubballi, you've been seeing that, you know, services are being denied. In Belgavi, you're seeing violence over treatment of patients.
Absolutely.
In Mysore, it's a huge problem.
It is a problem. It is definitely a problem. Aishwarya, I appreciate you taking the time out and joining us on this broadcast with that quick comment as well. Nagarjun is also with us. Nagarjun, we heard both the sides as well. One can't take away or deny the fact that the reality on the ground, and you're reporting from ground zero, it's quite unfortunate to see this kind of reality with not much accountability coming in, Nagarjun.
Well, that is true. In fact, every question that Congress has posed, the government has not been able to answer till date. Health Minister the other day did address a press conference about the amount spent, but that was just the Health Department. What Congress has leveled charges is that it's from Labour Department, Social Welfare Department, BBMP, and different prices for different departments that they have paid. These are the allegations. It's not just Health Department, it's what Congress has said. Overall, the government has spent 4,000 crores from different ministries, but where is the price cap going to be? Compared to market prices, for example, Chaiti, N95 mask somewhere in the market, it's up to 150 to 250 rupees. But the government has purchased it at higher prices. This is according to the document given by the Health Secretary himself, is what Siddaramaiah claimed. As an opposition leader, he had the constitutional right to asking the Health Department to give him certain documents. Their reply he has got, and based on that document is making allegations, is what he claimed. But we'll have to wait and watch that. What will the Chief Minister say in few moments? How will he defend this charge?
Oh yes, we'll have to wait and watch to see what B.S. Yediyurappa has to say on this. So we present both the sides of the argument to you as well. Unfortunately, the BJP spokesperson cut her line off. Otherwise, we could have gotten a better reaction from there. But stay with us right there, Nagarjun. Now,
hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.